Hello, I'm Dawnmist, and today I'm going to talk about theories and predictions for the 9th Warriors arc, Changing Skies. I want to start out by thanking everyone for the positive feedback on my first video, the review for Wind. It really means a lot and has given me the boost of confidence I needed to continue making more. On May 15th, an article on WarriorCats.com announced the 9th Warriors arc, Changing Skies. The first book is called The Elder's Quest, and the cover features a big leaf star head with tawny pelt and crowfeather above her. Here's the blurb. The launch of a brand new arc in Aaron Hunter's #1 best-selling Warriors series finds the clans navigating an ominous prophecy that foreshadows the destruction of the Moonpool and the end of the Cats' connection to StarClan. As Leafbear approaches, a new danger threatens the clans. Two-leg construction has encroached on clan territories, poisoning the stream and making prey especially scarce for SkyClan. Meanwhile, their leader Leafstar is struggling with a loss of vision while trying to maintain authority over a clan that increasingly doubts her ability to lead. In ShadowClan, Tawny Pelt senses peril as the two-leg construction threatens the Moonpool, but she can't get any cat, especially her son Tigerstar, to listen. Frustrated with the younger cats who don't respect her, she decides to take matters into her own paws. In the midst of the chaos, Moonpaw, an apprentice struggling to understand the mysterious voice in her head, thinks that she might be having visions. But the voice becomes increasingly sinister, and Moonpaw wonders if it's a sign of darkness on the horizon. We also got an article introducing Moonpaw, one of our new protagonists. Besides Moonflower, we've always known the Moon prefix to be reserved for sacred locations like the Moonstone and the Moonpool. Her parents, Bayshine and Thriftier, chose this name due to her unique appearance. Moonpaw is described to be a chimera, a cat whose face is divided perfectly by different colored fur on each side. We see a nice visual of her too, with notes highlighting her long ginger tabby and black tortoiseshell fur, and curled ear tufts like crescent moons. As part of the chimerism, her left eye is yellow and right eye green. Bayshine thought Moonpaw's face resembled a half moon, inspiring her name. The article states that as a kit, Moonpaw's unusual appearance brings unusual expectations from her clanmates in ThunderClan. They believe she's destined to be a medicine cat or might be a sign from StarClan. Some even think she's destined to bring great change to the clans. Moonpaw just wants to figure out who she is and serve her clan, but what other cats think about her might have a greater impact on her future. Let's start by talking about Moonpaw's lineage, because, well, both sides of her family are quite related to each other. Thriftier's father, Fernsong, and Bayshine's mother, Sorrelstripe, are siblings. Bayshine's father, Dewknose, is the brother of Whitewing, who is Thriftier's grandmother, and even beyond that, Brackenfur and Brightheart are siblings. So pairing Bayshine and Thriftier together wasn't the best choice in my opinion. When we first heard about Moonpaw in the blurb, I hoped she would be a Nightheart and Sunbeam kit, not only because it means no incest, but because her name would fit perfectly. Sun, Night, and Moon, they could have been the cutest celestial name family. It would have made for an interesting plot point as well if Moonpaw was the first kit born to a SwitchClan couple since the code was changed. Her appearance could have been seen as a sign from StarClan regarding it. Would it be seen as StarClan approving the changes to allow a cat to join another clan to be with their mate? Or would it be seen as a negative sign, like her split face meaning the clans should stay apart and different? This could have worked as well if Moonpaw was a Shellfur Fernstripe kit, or even Spireclaw Fringewhisker in ShadowClan. And again, no incest. Twigbranch and Finleap could have also been a good option, as both have SkyClan roots. It seems like every cat in ThunderClan is reproducing except for the ones who could actually add new bloodlines and prevent any further incest. Now, Moonpaw is described to be a chimera. Chimerism happens when two fertilized eggs fuse to become one kitten. However, a ginger and black cat with a split face is not necessarily a chimera, and is sometimes just a normal tortie variation. Many chimera cats don't even have heterochromia. They're most recognizable by their seemingly impossible coat combinations. Some cats even have patches of fur of different length. Based on her profile appearance, Moonpaw looks like she could be a regular tortoiseshell with a split face, since the rest of her body isn't that unusual. But if the Erins intend for her to be a chimera, she's a chimera. If you'd like to read about and see more examples of chimerism, I recommend checking out Messy Beast. It's a great resource for information on cat genetics. Link is in the video description below. Unfortunately, I'm sure Moonpaw is going to be put under a lot of pressure to resolve the Moonpool problem. She'll be expected to communicate with StarClan, have visions, or be presented at the moon pool when she's just trying to be a warrior. And maybe she is having visions, but more negative ones than the clans hope for. I've seen some Moonpaw theories floating around on Twitter, and the most interesting one is about her chimerism. I believe it was one person who started this theory, but I can't remember who. If anyone knows, please tell me so I can give credit where it's due. So again, chimerism happens when two fertilized eggs fuse together. These are two separate sets of DNA, two kittens who would normally be individuals becoming one instead. So is it possible that Moonpaw actually has two souls inside her, one of her own and one of the sibling she fused with? This would explain the sinister voices she's hearing if her sibling has different ideas. What would this mean for Moonpaw, who is already faced with high expectations? While she tries to pursue her own path and please her clan, her sibling might be telling her to do the opposite, and there's little she can do to shut them out. What if the sibling can even control her body at times, causing her to do and say things she normally wouldn't? Now that would be something. I wondered if the sinister voices Moonpaw is hearing are from the place of no stars, or perhaps the theoretical second death place, a place where cats who have double died go, like Bristlefrost. What if Moonpaw can somehow tap into this? She's just hearing the voices of bad cats, like Tiger Star and Hawkfrost. Or is it possible her split face and heterochromia represent a connection to both StarClan and the Dark Forest? There are so many interesting routes that could be taken with Moonpaw. I can't wait to see what happens. Based on the Moonpaw article, it sounds like we'll have more young new POVs in the arc, and possibly even more old ones like Leafstar and Tawnypelt. This is the first time since Omen of the Stars we've had previous POVs return in the main arc, and these two have never even had POVs in an arc, unless I'm forgetting something. Leafstar in SkyClan's Destiny and SkyClan and the Stranger, and Tawnypelt in the Tawnypelt Clan novella. We learn in the blurb for the Elder's Quest that Leafstar is struggling with a loss of vision while trying to maintain authority over SkyClan, who are increasingly doubting her ability to lead. We don't know yet what has caused this loss of vision, if she's had some accident or if it's age-related. I hope this gets resolved and SkyClan isn't so ableist they think Leafstar can't lead them anymore. Though it would take adjusting, Leafstar could certainly remain a strong and capable leader, her other senses even stronger than those in other clans. I'm not sure we've ever seen a blind warrior lifestyle character since Longtail retired after being blinded, but Jayfeather is solid proof of how fully capable a blind cat is. Now one thing to consider is that Jayfeather was born blind, so he's always had the advantage of being familiar with it. Leafstar is a senior cat now who has had vision her entire life. Adjusting could take some extra time for her, but it's nothing she can't handle. Hopefully the errands are going to do this right and not have Leafstar step down. So what is the Elder's Quest in the title? The blurb tells us a prophecy has foreshadowed the destruction of the moon pool, and Tawnypelt sees that Two-Light Construction is threatening it, but she can't get Tiger Star and the younger cats to listen. The same construction has poisoned the stream and made prey scarce for SkyClan. I think two of the elders on this quest are Leafstar, who wants to prove her capabilities to SkyClan, and Tawnypelt, who we know is putting matters into her own paws. And while these cats don't actually hold elder rank, they are certainly senior cats, both around before the new prophecy era. We also see Crowfeather on the cover, seeming like he's conversing with Tawnypelt, though we can't rely too heavily on cover art for the storyline, it's never been accurate. Being an older cat as well, it makes sense that Crowfeather would be more concerned about the moon pool and its destruction. He and Tawnypelt also have history, having journeyed to the Sundrown place together, so it was not too surprising they would reconnect and discuss solving the issue. Personally, I kind of hope Tawnypelt, Crowfeather, Squirrel Star, and Brambleclaw have a big reunion journey, and they are the elders going on this quest with Leafstar. They could even pick up Stormfur along the way. Unlikely, but still, I would love this new prophecy throwback. What I'm wondering is what exactly this quest would be for, since there's not much the cats can do about Two-Light Construction. Could it be to find a different source of water to replace the stream, or a different location where the clans could communicate with StarClan? The title of the arc is Changing Skies, and we know a main plot point is the moon pool's potential destruction. So will the way the clans communicate with StarClan change completely? If StarClan can visit cats in dreams, is there really a need for a specific location? In the previous two arcs, StarClan's authority and participation in the lives of the living has been questioned. Book 6 of A Starless Clan hasn't been released yet, so we don't know how everything concludes, but Splashtail believes a cat should be capable of being a leader without receiving 9 lives. I believe back in the Broken Code, cats were mentioning this as well. Is this something that will be explored in Changing Skies? Maybe River Clan's true leader even asks that Star Clan not give them 9 lives, leading into this change in how the clans decide their ancestors should be involved with them. Since the Warrior Code was revised after the events of the Broken Code, a clan now has the ability to remove a leader from power if they feel the cat is no longer leading with honor and integrity. But is this enough? Is it really fair that leaders could potentially live 9 lifetimes before a new one takes their place? The Elder's Quest is set to release January 7th, so we have a bit of a wait before our questions are answered. In the meantime, we can see how a Starless clan wraps up in Star, and what the intriguing 2-part Super Edition story beginning with Ivypool's heart is all about. What are your thoughts and theories on Changing Skies? Feel free to leave your ideas in the comments. Thank you for watching.